and over the time what happens? This material which has been thrown out of the vent or out of the volcano cools down slowly and piles upon each other, and slowly it forms a volcanic mountain. Okay. Now again, it is not happening in a few years, many years it takes to form such kind of mountains. An example of such a mountain is the Fujiyama, okay, of Japan, then St. Helens in North America, and Mount Kilimanjaro, it's a very famous mountain of Africa, and Mount Vesuvius of Italy, and Cotopaxi in South America. These are some of the volcanic mountains which I will be assigning you to do in your outline map and locate the places. Alright. Now the third type of a mountain is the residual mountain. Residue means what? Left over. Okay. Now the old full mountains which have been formed 250 million years ago maybe. Okay. The oldest mountain are the Aravallis. Okay. Now what happens to this? These mountains are washed away due to certain agents of glacier, maybe river, okay, the other things we have seen, or running water, okay, has eroded, the agents of gradation, okay, degradation, and which erodes away, and whatever is left behind, that forms a residual mountain. Okay. Examples are the Aravalli range of India, then we have the Appalachians of USA and the Urals of Russia. Okay. And if you look at the features, they have mostly rounded tops. Okay. The residual mountains are rounded tops or rounded peaks, and these form residual mountains, and they have been worn down. Okay. The old mountains have been worn down, washed away. The remaining part of the mountain which remains after the erosional activity which takes place on it is the residual mountain. Now, since we have studied about mountain, how it is formed and different types of mountain, now we should also know the importance of mountain. How are they important to us? Do they have any benefit? Okay. Now, when you look at the positive sides of mountains, there are a lot of advantages. It condenses, helps in the condensation of moisture, and it brings rainfall, all right, for us. And it is also the storehouse of fresh water. All the fresh water that we get mostly are from the mountains, and many of the rivers have their source from the glaciers, like the Gangotri. Okay, Gangotri glacier helps in feeding river Ganga. Then next, it helps in building up of dams, reservoirs, and it also helps in the producing of hydroelectricity power. Okay, we know that when the water falls from a height, it produces or generates electricity, which is known as hydroelectricity. So mountain is a source of again helping us to produce hydroelectricity power. And then mountain areas also helps in farming by terrace cultivation. They make what you call steps, cut down steps on the mountain or hills, and they cultivate, like rice in many places, rice cultivation is done, and tea farming is also very important agriculture pattern which is done in the terrace cultivation. Now next, we can also say that lot of pasture is provided. Pasture means greenery, green grasses for the cattle to graze, and several sports. Many people go for amusement like skiing, then hang gliding, paragliding, and river raft are some of the popular activities that people go. And most of all, we all like to experience cool weather, right? Good weather conditions. So it is a tourist attraction. Okay, it calls people to come there to spend some time. Okay, the beauty of that place and also the climate is a great attraction to tourists. Okay, we like to visit. So these are the importance of mountain. Okay, we have seen all the features of mountain, importance, how is it formed, and different names of mountains on the earth, right. So this is one landform that we have done. Now the second major landform is the plateau. Okay, here plateau, and since we are all from Jharkhand, okay, let me tell you that we are, the Chota Nagpur is a plateau region, all right. And what is a plateau? Okay, the definition is says that it's a land comparatively level expanse of land. Okay, when you, it's a elevated land, high land. Now you can take the example of this table. Okay, this is a plateau. It's high but it is flat on top, right. This is a good example of a tableland, a very simple lame example which each one of us can understand. It is elevated land but it is comparatively level expanse of land. Then how much portion of the earth is covered with plateau? 30%. Okay, so 30% of the earth's land is a plateau region. And what is the height? The major height of a plateau is around 300 meters above the mean sea level again, all right. And they are formed when mountains get eroded, right. What's the meaning of eroded? Washed away. Okay, when mountains wash away, the top portion is washed away, the remaining flat level land which is remaining, that forms the tableland or the plateau. And one very important thing about a plateau is that it is the storehouse of minerals, okay, and they have layers of both hard and soft rock. Okay, the plateau regions mostly have hard and soft rocks, and there are a lot of minerals that you can extract from this tableland. Now there are different types of plateaus again. Okay, now if you take into categories, the plateaus are intermountain plateau, dissected plateau, Piedmont plateau and volcanic plateau. All right, now let me explain to you here. Intermountain.